Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Nathbet.com. It's game week 17. Christmas is fast approaching. Tucked away in a little holiday cottage for a couple of days. So this is a little bit late tonight, Thursday night. However, you've got plenty of time to get your bets on. We're just enjoying. Cheers to you all. Just going to enjoy the profits of last week with another double that came in. So I thought we'd splash out a little bit of Christmas champagne, a lovely bottle or 4 or 5. Talking with a few of the Nathbet subscribers in a Christmas party we had at the weekend. I know a few of you were shocked to see my hair a couple of weeks ago, so just to make you all feel back at ease, I have got my cap back on, my Blue Jays cap. Okay, maybe Canada, but we are in England, we are in the Premier League, and we are ready to go for a very busy festive period. So I'll giving you these tips, guys. But make sure that you log on come Christmas Eve just before, because obviously we've got all the Boxing Day fixtures and we've got plenty more profit to make. Not that we're not making much at the moment, because it just keeps on coming, doesn't it, at Nathbet.com. Another lovely double, and let's make sure that we have got a very Merry Christmas with plenty more money coming your way. So without further ado, let me get straight on with the double. And we go into League One. Actually, before I mentioned that we're going to League One before we start, basically, very difficult week this week, guys. I've had to really search high, search low to find some decent fixtures for you all to try and make some profit. Obviously, we're not interested in our 1 to 3s and our 1 to 4s and our 2 to 5s that much, you know. And the Premier League is very difficult to call. So we are all lower league throughout this double treble and fourfold this week, guys. We're going to be Championship, we're going to be in League One, we're going to be in League Two, just to let you know. And that's where the profit lies. That's why we've had to dig deep. So like I said, we're going to go straight with League One with the double. I'm going to go with Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient are our first bet of the week. We're going to back them to beat Crawley Town. Now Leyton Orient, top of League One actually as we speak. And they could be playing in the Olympic Stadium as soon as next season with West Ham United. We're not sure about that yet. But it doesn't matter as long as they win this week. 3 wins out of their last 6 at home, guys. 2 draws. Only been defeated once. Crawley without a win in their last 6. They've only drawn 3 and are struggling for goals. They've only scored 3 goals in their last 6 away games. And with Leyton Orient scoring goals from everywhere at the moment, I do think this is a very nicely priced game at even money. So we're going to take Leyton Orient to beat Crawley Town at evens. Now double them up with a Yorkshire derby. We're going to back Leeds United. We're going to back the home side to beat Barnsley. Leeds flying, aren't they, in the Championship at the moment? They're in those playoff positions. I think that's where they'll finish up come end of the season. I think there will be a very difficult team to be reckoned with in the playoffs, and I would love to see them back in the Premier League. I'm sure plenty of you Yorkshire boys and girls would do too. They face Barnsley, like I say, who sacked their manager Gary Flitcroft in the week. And I do think that even though Danny Wilson, who's obviously been at Barnsley, it's his second time at Barnsley, will do well there. He's only been appointed, well, about 24 hours ago, if not a little bit sooner than that. So I don't think he'll have that much time to really have a good go at Barnsley and get them into some kind of order. Yes, you will see a reaction. You have seen a new manager, so it is a little bit more difficult. It is a Yorkshire derby, which tightened things up. But I do think Leeds have won 5, drawn 1 out of their last 6. Should beat Barnsley. They've got the class to beat Barnsley. So we're going to take them on this occasion. They're available at 4 to 5. So that's Leyton Orient and Leeds United. Gives us a 2.6 to 1 double. That's with BetVictor. I've said in the last 2 weeks, if you've not got our BetVictor account, make sure that you get online. Make sure that you click through on the link that we've got at BetVictor. Make sure to take advantage of those fantastic opening membership offers and put all your bets on through BetVictor. BetVictor again, the double, treble and the fourfold, the best odds at BetVictor. Okay, on with the treble, guys, and we're going to go with Burnley, the home side. Actually, another thing that I've got to tell you, that all the tips this week we're going with the home team. Every one of them. No away wins, no draws, they're all the home team. And Championship, Burnley, undefeated at home. They have won 4 and drawn 2 out of their last 6, and they are only 2 points behind QPR, aren't they, in that race to get straight back up to the Premier League. Now, they face Blackpool, who are no mugs. However, recently we have talked about them and discussed them in previous weeks about these horrible suspensions that they're getting with red cards. That continued against Derby, and we tipped them to lose that game. and they did just that. And I do think that Burnley, again, a horrible fixture for Paul Ince's men, especially going to Turf Moor, and I fancy that Burnley will have too much for them on the day. Burnley available at 4 to 5, nice price if you can get it. Now, I mentioned Derby, and the fixtures just keep coming for Steve McClown's men, don't they? And especially generous ones. If you want a generous fixture, then why don't you play Doncaster at home? That's exactly what they're doing this weekend. It shouldn't be a problem, really, for the way that they've been beating teams left, right and centre. They've won 8 out of their last 12 in all league games. That's fantastic. Drawing 3, only losing 1. So I really do think that Doncaster will have plenty to cope with, and I don't think that they will get anything from Pride Park. 4 to 9 about Derby, so it's a short price, but when you put it in with a treble, it's a nice little stocking filler for you guys. So we're going to back Derby to beat Doncaster. Finish that off in League 2 with the treble this week, and that's Dagenham and Redbridge against Torquay. We're going to back Dagenham to win that game. Dagenham have won 5 out of their last 6 at home, only losing 1 of those games. Torquay have only won 1 out of their last 6 on the road. Now, I do think that Dagenham, even though they're mid-table, they've been doing pretty well as of late. Watch them, because they could be in and around the playoffs come the end of the season. We do like to back the form teams here at Nathbet.com. If you have been with us before, you will know that. 23 to 20, nice price if you can get it. Gives us a 4.5 to 1 treble, guys. Burnley, Derby and Dagenham. Again, like I say, that's with Bet Victor. Even though it's not Premier League this week, guys, don't be put off with that. Make sure you get these bets on. A lot of the lower league fixtures can fluctuate as well come Friday and Saturday, so you might get better prices and better odds depending on which bookmakers you go with. However, as at this moment in time, as I speak to you now, it is Bet Victor who are the boys to beat. Okay, fourfold, Queen's Park Rangers against Leicester, battle of the big boys, battle of the top 2 in the Championship. Do I expect both of them to be promoted this season into the Premier League? Yes, I do. I do think that they will both go in automatically. And normally I would leave this game alone, I really would, but the fact that Leicester played in midweek, I think, and played pretty much a full-strength side really sways me in the way of Queen's Park Rangers, especially at home at Loftus Road, where they've been so strong. We know the quality they've got, we know the squad depth that they've got. They will be adding more, don't you worry, in January as well, to make sure that they go back into the Premier League. Tony Fernandes is very, very happy to empty his pockets and give Harry Redknapp what he wants. But what he wants at the moment is 3 points come before Christmas, and I think that's what they'll get. I think that Leicester City, this will be a game too many for them. Difficult game, and when Queen's Park Rangers are odds against at home, we take them. They're 23 to 20. I want to take them to win. That's the first bet in the fourfold. Second one, this is a bit more of an interesting one, guys. I was between these guys and Wolves, but I just left Wolves out in the end. We're going to go with Notts County to beat Bristol City. Now, Notts County are third from bottom in League One, struggling. But if they are going to play anyone above them, then below them, then they want to be playing Bristol City, who are below them. They're rock bottom of League One, only winning 1 out of their last 6. Notts County's away form is the thing that's struggling for them at the moment. But their home form has not been too bad. They've won 3 out of their last 6 at home, and they've scored plenty of goals. Bristol City really struggling big time, and their away form has been pretty horrible. And Notts County need to win this game if they are to get out of trouble. These are the sort of games they need to win. I do think they will. I do think they'll stay up this year. And Notts County available at 6 to 4. We might even get them a little bit bigger than that. But 6 to 4 was the price that alerted me, and the one that I like them at home to beat Bristol City. So we're going to take them, Notts County, on this occasion to win, home win Notts County. Third one, it pains me to say this, especially around Christmas time when I love my boys Middlesbrough, but I don't think they're going to get anything when they travel to Millwall this week. Millwall are very underrated at home. They're undefeated in their last 6. Okay, their away form's pretty poor, but at home, I think at their last 6, they've won 3, drawn 3. They haven't lost a game, and they've always been hard to beat at the Den. Against Middlesbrough, who I think are statistically the worst travelling side in the Football League in 2013. Really struggling. They've got a couple of suspensions, they've got a few injuries. Okay, I think Karanka's a good manager. I think he's going to become a good manager. They're going to have plenty of loan signings in January. But until then, you kind of force the hand that you've got, and I don't think they've got enough to go to Millwall. I know they got stuffed there end of last season. I don't think that the omens are good for Middlesbrough on this occasion either. And couple that in with a price of nearly 2-1 for Millwall to win at home against a side struggling like Middlesbrough are, and I think that we're going to take them at 15-8 Millwall to beat Middlesbrough. Finish it off, guys. Last one of the day, that's Newport County, League 2. 3 points off the top of the league, and they probably can go top if they win. They'll know that themselves. They would love to be top at Christmas, wouldn't they? Against an AFC Wimbledon who have only won 1 out of their last 6. I do think that not Newport, will have too much for them on the day. Available at 21-20, might get a little bit bigger than that, but around about even money, 21-20. Just get involved, guys. It's a very nice fourfold. I said a bit of a Christmas cracker, 2.6-1 double, 4.5-1 treble, but get this, guys, with QPR, Notts County, Millwall and Newport County, we have got a huge Christmas cracker, 31.5-1 fourfold. That's right, 31.5-1 fourfold, might be 32-1. Get a cheeky fiver on that, guys. Remember, stagger your bets. Remember how the most you're going to bet is on the double, and then stagger it down from the treble and the fourfold. But I do like the fourfold, and when we're reaching 30-1 and above, it's a little bonus, isn't it? Remember that long shot is always there for you as well. Have a great one. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy Christmas, and I will see you for tips on Boxing Day. Have a great one. Enjoy. Bye-bye.